It's magnificent down at the station. There's Corinthian columns, look at them, magnificent. Pulling into Newcastle station now. Always reminds me of one film and one film only. I'll give you a clue. Do 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 do.
What is that?
Bootmannen, kajak, there's canoe as well.
Right, so welcome to Take the Toddler, and this is going to be a little bit of a different because this is going to be a travel vlog. So we are finally arrived at Waverley Station and we're in the wonderful city of Edinburgh. So there's the Scott Memorial, so we've got lots planned, but we're going to get here now, so we're going to get to a hotel and then get checked in, and then we're off out for something really, really nice to eat tonight. So all good fun, and sun shining, sunny Scotland, that's what we like. Right, we're at the hotel now. I'll tell you what, you can't move for Corinthian columns around here. Look at this. Everywhere they are. Look, so we're this is a hotel, Le Monde, which apparently means the world in French. I think it used to be a newspaper called The World. So let's see if it is all out of this world. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We've got some first impressions. The old we're in the Paris room. Look at this. Oh la la. Look at that. Say, blimey, I pay a lot to say that, won't I? So the old the old water closet. What's around the corner? Let's have a look. Not bad view. And then this is obviously this is a changing room and the bath. Oh, very nice. So yeah, Le Monde. Yeah, muy buen. That's wrong one, not muy buen. Très bon. Right, so we're dressed up like Jack and Gina Biscuit. And we're off to the well, number one it's called, this restaurant. It's at the Balmoral Hotel, so I think we're going to be looking at a tasting menu, because I think that's all you can have, so that's what it's going to have to be. But yeah, really looking forward to this. Should be really, really good. So we'll get you some pictures or some videos of food. Cauliflower tart and some I don't remember, it's a little one with some caviar, and is it some salmon or something like that? Very nice, isn't it? sourdough bread and butter. Look at that, like a golf ball. Bit of squid and champagne. So you don't see many of these. This is a duck press, very famous by like La Tour Argent and places like that in France, where they get a duck and squash it out, come all the juice out of the bottom there. Just what a thing of beauty that is. So we've got asparagus, sourdough and cured egg yolk, so that sounds interesting, and we've got a nice glass of Albarino to go with it. A nice bit of halibut, my second favourite fish after turbot, and a nice glass of white Chateau Neuf de Pape. I'll give that a go, it's very, very nice. So here we've got a scallop with a, let's just see what it says. We've got scallop with leek and a smoked roe, so there's a smoked roe on the top, so there's something clever with the roe. And we've got a glass of Californian white, which is in a bit of the burgundy style, but with Pinot Gris and one or two other bits and bobs. So it tastes quite nice. I should imagine this will go quite well. So now we've got some Inverary lamb, and we've got some Jezreel potatoes, and what was the other bit? The Jezreel potatoes and some wild garlic. So this looks interesting, and we've got a nice red wine here that's on the right bank of Bordeaux. So we've got Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon, a little bit of Cabernet Franc, a little bit of Malbec. So I've had a little taste, it tastes absolutely splendid, so looking forward to this. Cheese and pork time, I'm not going to bore you. We've got a goat's cheese, a soft cheese, a hard cheese and a blue cheese. What's not look to like? Look at these spoons. Can't wait to see them. Looks like Uri Geller's been here before us.
The crayfish is like honey.
Balmoral honey. There we go. They make this on the roof of the hotel, so that's quite interesting. So this is the last course. We've got strawberries with all sorts of it, some vanilla ice cream by the looks of it. We've also got a nice dessert wine from South Africa, so all looks absolutely beautiful. It really, really does. The food tonight has been absolutely tremendous. So here we go, the grand finale. We've got a black Americano, of course, and then I've also decided to have a whiskey, and I couldn't decide what to have. So I decided to have this rather raisiny, this was probably peaty number from Isla called Ardbeg Ugidal. I just thought I'd give that a go. But what an absolutely splendid end to a meal. Action. Look at that. Goodness
I'll give you a
me.
little description and you can tell me which ones you like.
Right, so that's the Balmoral done. Right, absolutely fantastic meal that was. Really, really was fantastic. So I ain't got a lot of battery left, and I should have brought the battery with me, which is a little bit of a nightmare. But if it goes on me, I'll just have to do it on my phone. But we're just going to have a right couple of quick little slurps, and then we're going to get an early night because we've got a big day ahead of us again tomorrow. But yeah, that was brilliant. I definitely recommend the Balmoral. Brilliant staff, brilliant fruit, brilliant wine, fantastic. This is the first pub of the Edinburgh Ale Trail, if you want to call it, all the old pubs in Edinburgh. So this is the Guildford Arms on West Register Street, and it was built in 1896 and designed by Robert McFarlane Cameron. And it's one of the few pubs that was built when part of the estate were demolished, and it replaced the Guildford Arms Hotel. And funnily enough, it coincided with the height of the temperance movement, so they'll like this like a blooming hole in the head. Honestly, they would have done, right? They'd have been seething, they would have been. So in 1940 they put a mezzanine floor in it, and it's also really noted for its opulence of its Jacobean style ceiling. So I think they also do live music during the Edinburgh Fringe, and it's all been owned by the Stewart family right since its inception in 1896, so quite a remarkable state of affairs. But that's Guildford Arms. Let's go inside and have a look. Beautiful this is. So that's Guildford Arms, and look at this. Straight back to Keighley. Right, this is the last one for tonight. This is on South Andrew South St Andrews Street. I really think I had a little bit too much to drink. Anyhow, this is called Tiles' place, and up until from about 1890 something, it was the Prudential Insurance Company in a red brick building, really quite grand really, but inside it's got all tiled inside, and then 25 years ago it became a pub, so really you can see all walls are tiled, look at the ceiling, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it looks like a bank a little bit really, but really truly beautiful. But yeah, another stunning place, so we're getting to visit some really nice places. Here we go, this is Le Mond's full English breakfast. Looks very nice, or Scottish breakfast should I say, not English breakfast, how dare I. So yeah, that's a full Scottish breakfast. So there we go. Right, good morning Trudlites, and this morning we decided to wander up to Arthur's Seat, so we're just making his way near Holyrood Palace now, and we're just going past the old Scottish Parliament building, modern sort of thing. Shame really, we're up to see Nicola, but she's not here anymore, is she? So that's the end of that. But yeah, we're off up Arthur's Seat, which is that little baby right in front of us there, so should get a sweat on there with a bit of luck. So yeah, well hopefully this will be a good walk. It's a beautiful day, a little bit breezy, but that might help in some way. So yeah, glad that you're along for the ride. This is entrance to Holyrood Palace, apparently worth a visit, but I think we're going to forsake this for the castle instead later on. So but yeah, definitely looks pretty magnificent really. Right, well, what's known as the easy path I think really, so basically this is a nice, you sort of circumnavigate the mountain or whatever you want to call it, and you've got a big climb at end. But there's a middle path called the Radical Path, but it's closed at the moment, which sort of takes you up across that scar, which could have been quite interesting, could that? But anyhow, this is nice and steady is this, so we'll take this today. Right, so it's been relatively flat so far. Now we get to the climb, which is the fun bit. So this is where we've got to go up. Pretty well defined path, so just looks like a big steady pull does this, so this is going to be a right laugh. Hopefully get the view behind me. I'm sat on the top of the trig point, absolutely magnificent view, so brilliant. Right, this is the next part of the pub tour, and this place is absolutely amazing. The story here about this is absolutely amazing. So this is Maggie Dixon's, and I'm not sure when this pub opened, but I'm guessing it'll have been somewhere around about 1723, or maybe slightly later. But yeah, Maggie Dixon's story is just quite amazing. She was a fishwife who came to fame after she survived the subsequent execution, and because she survived it, she got known as Half Maggie, and actually changed the words of law to hanged until dead because of her. So in 1723 Maggie was found working at an inn in Kelso, and subsequently fell pregnant after starting a relationship with the innkeeper's son. Maggie concealed the fact that she was pregnant because there was a concealment act. If you got caught pregnancy out of wedlock, I think it was a serious offence. So what happened was Maggie had a stillborn, but she panicked and she abandoned the body on the banks of the River Tweed, and subsequently it was traced back to her, and obviously it was deemed that she had to be hanged. So they went to execute her in the Grassmarket, which is this whole part of town now, in 1724, and she was hanged, and there was a big fight over who should have the body, because apparently the medical students wanted the body, but also the friends and family wanted Maggie's body, and the friends and family won, and they decided to transport her to Musselburgh to bury her. But halfway there they stopped to have a rest, and they heard some noise from the coffin, and sure as eggs when they took the top of the coffin up, Maggie was still alive. And it came to the attention of the authorities, and the authorities basically said, well, she's actually served a punishment because she's been hanged, and the fact that she wasn't dead, it didn't really come into it. So respect is she went on to live another 40 years, and you know, she actually walked to Musselburgh the following day, so quite an incredible story. But yeah, that's the story of Maggie Dixon's, quite an unbelievable story. Really quite unbelievable story. Right, we're inside Maggie Dixon's. I've got to say, quite disappointed in the interior of this place. Best thing about it is music, a bit of specials. So the whiskey collection's good, but it's all very contemporary. Nothing about Maggie, which is just quite frankly amazing, considering what she went through. But I suppose history is on the outside of everything. But I don't know, Guinness is going down well, I'm right enjoying it. So they only have to go to part of the sea. Right, so the next pub, which is just down from Maggie Dixon's, is the Last Drop, and this was famously where people who were going to the gallows had a chance to have the last drink. And as I said, Grassmarket was popular for hangings and executions, public executions, for a long time. In fact, in the middle, I'll go over to it in a minute, there's a site where no less than 100 Presbyterians opposite the Anglican Church of Scotland, the rebels and thieves, were hanged here. So I'll show you the spot where they hanged them. But yeah, the Last Drop was remember, because that last point said you can come and have your last drink. So yeah, in fact, if you look actually through the window, they've actually got some ropes up to by the lights, which is quite a touch, I suppose, in some ways. So this is inside the Last Drop. It's certainly got an old feel to it, but it don't feel old, and it's sort of mirrored with the new, really. So I'm not blown away as much with the ones we went to last night. It's not quite as traditional, but still a Grassmarket's very nice. I'm quite liking it down here. It's very pleasant. Obviously worked for people a long time ago when they were getting dropped, but like I said earlier, they've obviously got lots of references to the Last Drops. They've got a lot of nooses kicking around, and there's quite a bit about Burke and O'Hare, the murderers, whose bodies were given to, I think, for dissection. So it was quite a common thing back then. But by the sounds of it, them two deserved it. Yep, so this is a spot, I think, where all the Presbyterians were put the cross. So somewhere here, I think Grassmarket was where the public executions were. It backs onto the old town, so just above here is where the castle is. So yeah, it's an old part of town, you can tell. But I think it's time to go and get a drink somewhere. I don't know whether we can, if Maggie Dixon's is open, we'll go have a look. Right, so we're still in the Grassmarket. It's very popular. There's always a lot of people hanging around. You see what I did there? Anyhow, this is the White Hart, and as it says, established in 1516. Although the building that you see today is actually dates from 1740, but it's still known as the oldest pub in the city. Has had a continuous licence for over 500 years, which is quite an achievement by anybody's standard. So obviously, as I said, the Grassmarket was used for executions, but also used for buying and selling livestock, and it's a firm favourite when spectators are, like I said, hanging, especially like I said, Burke and Hare. So that is the White Hart, the exterior of the White Hart, which looks quite good, really, which looks like it has been for quite some time. So let's go inside and see what it looks like inside. This is inside the White Hart. This is very oldie worldy, so this is really nice. I think they claim a lot of ghosts, but then there's a lot of pubs around here claim a lot of ghosts, so who knows.